Again, practice, practice, practice. So these scenarios will seem very abstract to many of our children. That's why it's sometimes really hard to teach our children about real life. We can't run through an actual scenario and get a whole police department to come into the house or get a firefighter to come into the house, right? So I think practicing on an AAC device, having some programming in there, and you're going to have to sort of divide it up. So the scenario where the child is lost, you may have a child who doesn't know they're lost, or you're unsure if they have the concept of what lost means. And so in that case, you want to talk about, who in the community you can trust. So this is what a police officer looks like. This is what a firefighter looks like. I can talk to them and have photos. Again, this is for nonverbal learners. Um, and I think that, again, just having the materials, even if you're unsure if it's sinking in, having the materials available is really important. Um, Having social stories that you read through, let's say once a month, you don't have to hammer it in. But let's say we are having an emergency in the community, we are having fires again, then you really want to start reviewing that, and talking about, this is where we put our bodies. In this case, we go out the door. This is a firefighter. I can talk to him or her. I think, again, I think perfection is the enemy of just getting stuff done. And so we think like, oh, these things just, my child's not going to understand it. And I don't know. Well, it's best to simply go through the steps and have the materials. It doesn't have to be complicated. So much of this stuff is pre-programmed or available on the internet anyway. So I would just say to families, like, keep it simple. Again, depending on your child, you may have a child who wants to read all about wildfires and everything, and that's great. And preparing them is going to look really different from preparing somebody who's got a different type of disability.